The film starts in 1979, with a short flashback building up the long and lamentable history of crime inside and by the Corleone family. Much has changed. Michael Corleone is presently moving towards 60 and feels enormous responsibility for enjoying his heartless aspiration a long while back. Although his past victories have made him an extremely rich man, the musings of his kids, their future, satisfaction, and his heritage are the main things making all the difference for him. His took-on sibling Tom Hagen is currently dead. The Corleone compound at Lake Tahoe is deserted and in dilapidation. Michael and Kay separated in 1959, and Michael gave her care of their kids, Anthony and Mary. Michael has gotten back to New York City, where he is utilizing his huge riches and influence to re-establish his respect and notoriety according to general society. The savage criminal component of the Corleone family has been to a great extent deserted, alienated by Michael just as general society, which no longer romanticizes the hoodlum way of life. Michael has accepted corporate America, which is currently more lenient toward Michael's agnosticism. He has reconstructed the Corleone interests as a genuine endeavor utilizing the blood cash from his hoodlum years. The hooligans and sociopathic troopers from before have either kicked the bucket, gone into the underground, or have been consigned to the foundation, filling in as guardians for Michael and his family. Michael presently battles between fixing his delicate connections while attempting to contain the vicious sociopaths that are as yet a piece of his rotting criminal domain. While trying to break with the past, Michael makes a cause, the Vito Corleone establishment, in memory of his dad. At a function in St. Patrick's Church, managed by Diocese Supervisor Gilday, Michael is named a commandant of the request for St. Sebastian. Kay, who has remarried, sits with Michael's kids at the service. At the rich party following the function, Kay and Michael have a to some degree uncomfortable get-together. Anthony lets his dad know that he will exit graduate school to seek after a profession as a drama vocalist. Kay upholds his decision, yet Michael dissents, wishing that his child would complete graduate school or join the privately run company. Michael ultimately assents to Anthony's desires. In the interim, Vincent Mancini, Sonny Corleone's ill-conceived child, appears at the party. He is involved in a fight with Joey Zassa, the Corleone family's mafioso muscle who has been maintaining the Corleone family's wrongdoing organizations in New York for the beyond 20 years. What survives from the old Corleone criminal realm is currently under Zassa's stewardship. Be that as it may, the Corleone's old area in New York's Lower East Side is in ruins and has become uncivilized. In Michael's review, Vincent and Zassa educate him regarding their quarrel. The conversation becomes brutal, with Vincent blaming Zassa for being a wild beast who ridicules Michael despite his good faith. Michael clarifies that he isn't a hoodlum and that whatever ill will exists among Vincent and Joey Zassa is not his concern, and should be settled between just them. He requests that the two men bury the hatchet with each other. The two men embrace, however Zassa affronts Vincent by murmuring bastardo in his ear. Rankled, Vincent gnaws off a piece of Zassa's ear. Zassa is accompanied out and Michael admonishes Vincent for his brutal ways. Be that as it may, dazzled by Vincent's enthusiastic steadfastness to ensure him, Michael consents to encourage his nephew. The party closes with a family picture where Michael requests Vincent to join the rest of the family. That evening, two men break into Vincent's loft, after Vincent has gone through the night with a female writer, named Beauty Hamilton, whom he got up party. Vincent fiercely kills one to scare the other into uncovering Zassa as the one who sent them. Vincent then, at that point, savagely kills the subsequent man. Afterward, trying to earn decency and abundance for the Corleone family through the authentic undertaking, Michael looks to purchase the Vatican's portions in Immobiliare, a worldwide land-holding organization, of which 25% is constrained by the Vatican. With the assistance of his new attorney B.J. Harrison, he arranges the exchange of $600 million to the Vatican keep money with ecclesiastical overseer Gilday, who has dove the Blessed See into enormous obligation through his helpless administration and degenerate dealings. While in Vatican City, Michael discovers that few compelling gatherings go against the arrangement for some reasons, not the least of which is the broad criminal history that has discolored the Corleone name. Along these lines and the chronic infirmity of Pope Paul VI, approval of the arrangement will be definitely more convoluted than he had expected. Where Altobello, an older New York mafia boss, lets Michael know that his old New York accomplices need to partake in the Immobiliare bargain. A gathering is organized in Atlantic City, and Michael conciliates a large portion of the mafiosi with liberal adjustments from their club days. Zassa, nonetheless, gets nothing. Enraged, he pronounces that Michael is his foe, and tells everybody in the room they should pick either him and Michael. Zassa stomps out of the gathering. Where Altobello pursues him to attempt to converse with him about this silly movie. Minutes after the fact, a helicopter drifts over the gathering room and splashes a flood of shots through the roof windows. Nearly everybody is killed. However, Michael, Vincent, and Michael's drawn-out guardian and caporagine, Al Neri, figure out how to get away. Back at his condo in New York, as Michael thinks about how to react to this hit, he experiences a diabetic stroke and is hospitalized. During the diabetic assault, in a close wooziness, Michael shouts out the name of his sibling, Frito, whose murder he had requested about 20 years sooner. However, they are cousins. Vincent and Mary start a close connection. Unbeknownst to Michael, Vincent, with the asking of his auntie Connie, plots retribution against Joey Zassa. During a road reasonable like that found in The Adoptive Parent Part 2, Vincent and his accessories kill Zassa's protectors, and Vincent, camouflaged as a mounted New York cop, instantly kills Zassa himself. Michael, actually hospitalized, chides Vincent when he discovers, yet Vincent demands that he stretch the go beyond from Al Neri and from Connie, who has become profoundly associated with family issues. Michael demands that Vincent cut off his friendship with Mary because Vincent's association with the family places Mary's life at risk. Vincent concurs. The family goes to Sicily. Michael advises Vincent to talk with where Altobello and to see where the elderly person's loyalties lie, to close to him his goals of leaving the Corleone family, under the misrepresentation that his issue with Mary actually exists, and that his unwaveringness to Michael has been replaced by his longing to proceed with the relationship. Altobello upholds the possibility of Vincent exchanging his faithfulness and acquaints him with Licio Lucchese, the man behind the plot to forestall Michael's procurement of Immobiliare. Michael additionally eats with Kay and asks grace for his conduct 20 years sooner. He additionally tells her that he never intended to go into existence of wrongdoing. Kay concedes that she actually adores Michael, and the two make arrangements to start another coexistence. Michael visits Cardinal Lamberto, a benevolent and devout minister, to talk about the Immobiliare bargain. Lamberto persuades Michael to make his first admission in quite a while. Among different sins, Michael admits to requesting the killing of his sibling Frito. After admitting, Michael separates in tears. He is told by Lamberto that it is only that he ought to endure, and that although he could advise Michael to atone, he realizes Michael would not. In any case, he exonerates Michael of his transgressions. Visiting Sicily with Kay, who has shown up for Anthony's operatic presentation, Michael additionally requests her absolution. As both concede that they actually love one another, Michael gets word that where Tomasino, his Sicilian companion and partner of the Corleone family for 50 years, has been killed by a well-known professional killer, flagging that a new round of viciousness is going to start. Cardinal Lamberto has chosen Pope John Paul I, which implies that the Immobiliare arrangement will probably be confirmed, because of his goal to tidy up the dealings of the Vatican. The new pope's aims come as demise chimes to the plot against the sanction of the Immobiliare bargain, inciting wild-eyed endeavors by the plotters to cover their own tracks. Vincent lets Michael know what he has gained from Altobello. Lucchese is behind the plot against the Immobiliare bargain, and an expert professional killer known as Mosca de Montelepra, the one who killed Tomasino, has been employed by Altobello to kill Michael. Vincent needs to strike back. However, Michael alerts him, saying that if he proceeds with such an arrangement, there will be no returning. Vincent demands vengeance and Michael yields. He makes Vincent top of the Corleone family, the new backup parent. In return for the advancement, Vincent consents to stop his warmed relationship with Mary for the last time. The family goes to Palermo to see Anthony play out the lead in Cavalleria Rusticana at the eminent drama house Teatro Massimo. In the meantime, Vincent makes arrangements to look for retribution against the Corleone family's adversaries. Scattered with scenes from Anthony's presentation are the ruthless killings of the foes of the Corleone family. Michael Corleone's topic, Lobbies of Dread, is predominantly played during the killings. Kinzig is attacked by Vincent's men. His body is loomed over the extension, to make his passing evident self-destruction. Diocese Supervisor Gilday has the tea of the Pope harmed. The Pope before long beverages it and passes on. At the drama, where Altobello eats a dish of harmed cannoli that his goddaughter Connie serves him. He before long passes on quietly at the show as Connie watches through her drama glasses. Al Neri shoots Diocese Supervisor Gilday as he climbs a twisting flight of stairs and excursions the ecclesiastical overseer's body down the steps. At last, Corleone button man Colo approaches where Lucchese and murmurs to his ear power destroys the individuals who don't have it before wounding Lucchese in the throat with his own pair of glasses, killing him. Quickly, Colo himself is killed by Lucchese's protectors. Mosca, the professional killer employed by Were Altobello to kill Michael, drops upon the show house during Anthony's exhibition, killing two of Vincent's men who postpone his chance, and the drama closes before he gets the opportunity to kill Michael with his rifle. The professional killer retreats to the drama house Veneer's flight of stairs and attempts to shoot Michael there. Mary is defying her dad about the constrained separation with Vincent when 2 shots ring out. The principal hits Michael in the shoulder. The second hit Mary in the chest, and she kicks the bucket shouting to her dad, "Father?" Vincent then, at that point, kills the professional killer with a solitary shot, striking him in the chest. As Kay supports Mary's wicked body in her arms, Michael shouts with basic torment and fury, annihilating cry deadly passing interment body all completely attempt to shout cries because of Mary's demise. Entombment kills the cadaver. The film closures to film close start with the screen blurring to scene breaks up to a short montage of Michael's recollections, the first being a hit the dance floor with Mary, the second being a hit the dance floor with his first spouse, Apollonia, and the last being a hit the dance floor with Kay. The film closures to film closes shut in an entire year after the fact, showing a matured and broken Michael, situated in the front yard of his Sicilian manor. He gradually puts on a couple of shades, drops an orange from his hand, droops out of his seat, implodes to the ground, and passes on of regular causes. A little canine sniffs around his body and the screen blurs to dark, and the film closes to film closes with opening and shutting credits as last melodic by Moscagni's intermezzo from Cavalleria Rusticana sets out to a high of significant harmony. To watch more video like this, click on the videos on your screen, and don't forget to let me know how you feel about today's video in the comments down below. And at last I will say stay safe and stay healthy. See you next videos.